Life is so busy. If you blink, you can miss something amazing. It's important to take a moment and enjoy what we have and the people around us. I'm Mo Hagan, Chief Operating Officer for canfitpro, and welcome to A Moment with Mo, a podcast where I will welcome some incredible guests to talk fitness and nutrition, mindset and self-empowerment, setting our goals into action, and much, much more. Now let's get chatting. Welcome to A Moment with Mo, the podcast where we dive deep into conversations about health and fitness and personal and professional growth. As host, my goal is to share inspiring stories that spark positive change in the world. This show is a platform that shines a light on incredible leaders who, through sharing their experiences, insights, life lessons, and more, encourage others to soar and shine in their own lives. Today, I'm absolutely thrilled to introduce someone whose work, energy, and spirit truly embodies what this show is all about. Jennifer Sawyer from Port Perry, Ontario, is a certified fitness instructor specialist, personal trainer specialist, and healthy eating and weight loss coach. She leads a team at North End Fitness and Training, where she supports her community in building sustainable, healthy habits through daily movement and practicing self-kindness. Jennifer's approach to wellness is rooted in community, compassion, and consistency, and her outstanding leadership and dedication have been recognized with numerous industry and community awards. Before I say more about this incredible leader, let's welcome Jen Sawyer to the show.
Hi, Mo. Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited.
Well, welcome back. One of few, but welcome back. And of course, I always love to find any opportunity to connect with you. And very soon that will be in person. But for now, here we are because we have some incredible news to share. And I thought it'd be so appropriate to share this news and learn more from none other than the most recent recipient of the Sharon Mann Inspiration Award. For all those who know Jen Sawyer and follow her in her community, you know that Jen received the 2024 award for the Sharon Mann Inspiration Award, and it's a very special award in the canfitpro community. And it's really only fitting that we do a couple things together, my friend. We're going to talk about your journey over the last year in particular, because you have been hustling and putting your courage forward and accomplishing so many things. But I also want to take this opportunity to give you the platform to actually recognize the news and share the top 10 finalists for the award this year. Oh my
Yes, what
gosh,
an
there's so
honor.
much to say about that. Hey,
Oh my gosh, what an honor. I am so delighted to talk about this very special award today. And yeah, can't wait to dive in.
and I still remember your story from on stage in the moment last year. It's the my favorite part of what I get to do at canfitpro Global is to present awards and really help recognize and shine a light on those who deserve such recognition. And while you never had the opportunity to meet Sharon, but you do know the work that she did, and you're somehow we're always connected.
Yes,
Everybody is connected.
yes.
Um, and if for those who are here listening or watching, some of you will likely know if you follow our community who Sharon Mann was and just the legacy that she created for the fitness industry. This award celebrates a health and fitness professional who demonstrates, like Jen, extraordinary courage, perseverance, a deep commitment to inspiring others through community and more. And therefore, we love to honor a woman who embraces that growth mindset, uplifts those around her, creates transformational experiences through movement, mindset, connection, and I'm going to say through self kindness, because that's what you're all
Mhm.
about. So it is an honor. I want to dive right in, Jen, and ask you a question about what this award means for you. Take us
Yeah,
back to what will be almost a year. Holy
I
moly.
I can't believe it. Time has flown. Time has flown. I want to relive that moment, Mo, again and again. Like, What
Yeah.
an honor. It was such a surprise. My heart was pounding. I think my legs were jello. But it is an absolute honor to just be recognized as someone who shares similar values and the same passion for community and fitness as the late Sharon Mann did. You know, as I continue to learn more and more about Sharon, I'm learning and I'm hearing the same things over and over again, that she valued family, that she valued her friends, that she valued community, and that she was a hard worker. Like, this is someone who was an incredibly hard worker who set goals and achieved them very quickly and then moved
Mm-hmm.
on to the next. Yes. So I share those same values. And the recognition that I received last year almost gave me a bit of validation that I had made the right choice, because I was just post career change. I made a massive career change and decided to dive in and dedicate my life to community and to fitness and to healthy lifestyle and to teaching self-kindness to others. So the award came at the perfect time, and now I'm so very excited to find out who the next recipient will be.
Yes. Well, we will have to wait for Saturday, August the 16th, to hear that name announced. But we are going to, of course, share 10 names today later on in the show. I do want to say, Jen, as you know me, I often say things happen perfectly as they do and as they should. And it's the fact that it happened at a time where you were really hustling to serve your community and expand your business, and you were facing a lot of no's and door closes and
Oh, yeah.
rejection, and that did not stop you. And perhaps, that is a great example of who Sharon was. I can tell you firsthand, that girl would turn her fury into fearlessness, because she just didn't take no for an answer. She would get her girl on and
Yeah.
she would just make it happen until it did. And of course, like you, she would surround herself with people that would, support her and shine a light on her value. Sometimes when Sharon questioned her own value, because that's what we all do, especially as
Yeah.
women leaders.
Yes.
What are your thoughts about that?
Oh, I completely agree. And also just the connections and the mentors that was able to meet after receiving this honor. I mean, I built courage from meeting with so many people, including yourself, Mo. Like, I have to thank you for your support and for helping me to build that courage, because now I have it and now I am ready to go. The sky is the limit. And it's time for me to now share that with others. So if there's anyone out there maybe that's listening and you're right on that cusp of do I, don't I, do I, don't I, listen to your gut and do it. Like, figure out what it is that's holding you back and push through, because that not what Sharon taught us, right? Like you said, someone's going to say no and you're going to say, here, watch me.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. I actually love no rejection. You can't, you shouldn't. That actually gets me going. It gets my husband coins it, gets my mojo going, but it really does, because I was always a very stubborn kid, and I turned that stubbornness into sort of action to
Yes.
prove, defy the status quo, prove my mother wrong. Sorry, mom. But that actually became one of my strengths. And like you've really grown into that. And
Yeah.
sometimes we just need others to shine that light on us. And really, that ties in beautifully to what we're doing here, what we're doing at CanFitPro Global this year. And I hope for all of you in your own corporations, organizations, industries, whether you're in the fitness and health industry or not, is really connect a theme to your year's purpose, vision, or mission. And at CanFitPro, our whole theme this year as an organization is soar. Every time we approach something hard or easy, we find a way to soar in that learning or soar in that glory, and understand what soar means, which I've learned means a lot of different things to various people. What does the word soar mean to you?
Yeah, to me, that means next level, new heights.
Mm,
When you spoke of someone telling you no, Mo, you and I share that in common. It drives me. I think back to, this was years and years ago, but I wasn't like a real runner at the time, but I was just reaching for new goals and new things to do. And there was a 10K run in the city. And I said to somebody, do you think that's something I could do? And not training at the time, they said, no, you can never do that. You don't just wake up and do a 10K run. So what did I do? I woke up and I ran that 10K race.
Yes, you do. That's what
And,
you do.
and that's the thing. And that's soaring. To
Yeah,
me,
that's soaring.
that's soar.
Good. That's
Yeah.
perfect. I love it. I love it. We have our own wings. They just might be inside us, But yeah,
Yes.
and running is a great metaphor for everything in life. That's what I find. I've been a long distance runner and I solved all the problems of the world. I get the most creative. I work through all my,
Yes.
that I experience during the day. I just go for a run. It really is physical therapy and mental therapy and
Yes.
emotional therapy. So
I,
I
I
love
do.
how you use that. And if we have a chance, we'll talk about maybe one of our other mutual goals that we both have this year.
Yes.
Starts with H and ends with X. But before we do, let's talk about the work that you do at North End Fitness and Training. It is rooted in helping people move daily, practicing self kindness. Can you tell us more about that philosophy that you've developed and why it's such a central part of your approach?
Yeah, so I found myself a few years ago just surrounded by family and friends that were perpetuating unhealthy lifestyles by negative self talk and negative comments. So as I'm hanging out with them, all I'm hearing constantly is them calling themselves fat or saying they need to lose weight, they need to focus on their health, need to increase their activity. But I didn't see the opportunity for them to work on these things in our community. And so I saw that the need was there. And at the time, I was actually working as a full-time elementary school teacher. And ironically enough, I was teaching children about the power of their mindset and the power of their words and their self-talk and how that impacts action. So change your words, change your mindset, change your action. And for example, I was teaching them the difference between a fixed mindset of I can't or it will never change to a growth mindset, which includes things like I am or I can statements. And it quickly became very clear to me that it was the adults in my life that I needed to be teaching this to. It was the adults that I needed to show this to, because as we know, in order for change to occur, first, someone needs to recognize that the change is needed or necessary, but then they also have to recognize their ability to make that change. And so at North End Fitness, we really work to teach people to see their abilities, to see themselves in a different light, to change their mindsets. And this then leads them to having the courage to soar or to now work towards the weight loss, the increase in activity, the improvement in a healthy diet, whatever it is.
That's amazing. And that is truly how change happens. It doesn't happen from, again, oh, I think I'll start running. And then you do it once, you feel the soreness and you're like, well, I'm done. You have to go from the mindset piece and work through that. That's why everybody needs a trainer, a coach, a mentor, a buddy, a fitness buddy, what kind of buddy? Like we always say that you need, if you really want to make positive change in your life, you really need to have the accountability of someone or the support of someone to help you, especially on the days you don't feel like doing the harder work to actually get to the finish line or that next level. My latest mantra, Jen, it came about because I am training for a fitness event that is taking me way out of my comfort zone. And I have to say, I was spurred on by a 20-something-year-old that said, Mo, you should really compete in that high rocks because for your age, in your age group, you could do really well. And I thought, is that a compliment? So I chose to take it as both a compliment and a challenge.
Yes.
And so I've been pushing myself out of my comfort zone. And so my mantra right now is hard now, easy later. I'm on the treadmill. Hard now, easy later. Pushing that 100 and whatever, 220 pounds on the sled. Hard now, easy later. And it has been working for me, even in tough meetings. Hard now, easy later.
Yeah.
So we all need that mindset piece. And again, that was taught to me by my personal trainer. And he didn't really realize that he helped me establish that mantra. But I give him the credit for it because it was through his coaching that helped me get out of my head and my negative space. I can't lift this weight. I never have lifted this weight in my life before, those kinds of things. But I mean, people always are surprised when they hear I have a personal trainer, but we all need a trainer, a coach, a buddy, right? To help us get to that next
Trainers need
level.
trainers. Absolutely. Trainers need
Yeah,
trainers. Yeah.
absolutely. I want to talk about Port Perry because I've learned more about Port Perry in the last year, getting to know you more from
Yes.
our sister girlfriend weekend.
Yeah.
Please tell me, you've taught me a lot about the community there. And I want to ask you, you're really quite an incredible part of the community now. You've built such a strong presence. And I want to know sort of what has been some of the most powerful or inspiring moments that you've experienced while, leading not only your team and your business, but your own personal journey to expanding your businesses, what you went through with Port Perry, the Chamber of Commerce. Can you share maybe some of the
Yeah.
things you experienced and how that's not only helped you lead, but help you lead and work with your clients, but also help you lead Port Perry to become a much fitter community?
Yes, absolutely. Well, in terms of inspiring moments, we could be here all day. There have been so many. But I spoke of my family and friends and my neighbors that I'm familiar with, and I saw that they needed change, and I brought that change to them with them. But it's even more inspiring that strangers came out, people that live in the same community or same area as myself, and we hadn't met. And we did meet through fitness. We met through North End. And I've had many of them come back, our members. I've had one member come to me and share that her doctor was able to take her off a medication that she was on that was health related, and her family just celebrated. And I was so very inspired by that. We've also had people come to us say they've been discharged early from physiotherapy because of the strength training that they're doing has propelled them quicker in their recovery. But probably one of the most inspiring moments was when a member came to me and shared that her neurologist asked her where she's going and what she's doing because her brain health was improving. So
Wow.
talk
Wow.
about inspiring.
Wow. That's incredible. There's an example of how you actually bridge the gap between medical and fitness by, the physicians in the community seeing how their patients are doing and asking that's the best referral or that's the best piece of marketing you could ever have, because I'm
I,
sure that neurologist is now going to prescribe exercise for more of his or her patients. That's a
absolutely.
great example. My gosh. And I'm sure there are more. I know you had to really influence your community in terms of, some of the, I would say, stereotypes about small businesses and, asking to grow their business in a community where maybe there'd been um, sort of a reputation that fitness businesses don't last. So I'm not sure if I'm going to give you the trust of taking on perhaps more space or whatever. But you really were able to put your business acumen hat as well as your determination to actually influence your community as far as your expansion this past year, right?
Yes, absolutely. And I'm just so grateful for the support of our community. I mean, we started small. This all started with a backyard boot camp right out there with 3 people. And so I am beyond grateful. I have so much gratitude for everyone that has supported this journey along the way. I am so honored to know that we've made a difference in the lives of so many. And so now it's time just to expand that beyond our local reach and begin to help others in the same way. I mean, we are so very lucky to have such a powerful team of trainers, coaches, and instructors. I would be, wrong if I didn't mention the team that I work with day in and day out. I mean, this is a powerful group amongst our community. Like any community, there's sub communities, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this sub community, these teammates, we call them our team. not our staff, our team. And our team work together, support one another. Like you said, trainers need trainers, and we motivate each other so that we can then go out and motivate the community. And these are people that have become family. We've now celebrated the births of babies together. We have gotten through losses and grief as a community together. And even most recently, I was so honored that we cheered on one of ours at a national championship in Germany. And that took courage for her to go there. And one of the first things she said was, "I'm grateful for my North End family." And it's like, whoa, phenomenal.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. Well, that gets you up every day, doesn't it? When you
absolutely.
remember
Absolutely.
those stories and those experiences, it really does, as you say, it validates what you do and that what you do matters. So
Yes.
hopefully all of those watching and listening, that'll help you think about how you impacted just one life today and realize through the work or just simply showing up, being who you are, how impacting that one person is going to have a positive domino effect to their community and beyond. And that's why it's so important that we take this time to recognize people, lift others up, be lifted up, say
Yes.
thank you when you receive a compliment rather than make an excuse for, oh, well, I washed my hair. That's what, la, la, la. Just say thank you because it really does. It validates that those who actually courageously recognize strengths in others is a
Yes.
positive thing to do in life, right? And we need
Yes.
more of
And
that in this world.
and yes, Mo, and recognize those who are helping you do it. This is a team effort. That's why I said I would be wrong if I was here today saying me, me, me. It's not about me. This
Yeah.
is a team effort. And as a woman in business, I'm going nowhere if I'm not working with other women in business. So I encourage everyone, if you're not already, to work on your collaboration, not your competition. Competition is
Ooh.
just pulling everybody down. Collaboration is where all of us are sitting at the top. We're all
Ooh.
working together, pulling each other. We're at the top. We're pulling each other up there. And so, highly encourage anyone listening today to, like you said, build your team and begin to collaborate with other women in business, especially in our industry.
Fantastic. I love that. Work on your collaboration, not competition. Amazing. And a beautiful segue because we're going to jump in to talk about the award, of course, the Sharon Mann Inspiration Award. And I feel like it's just so right to provide you the honor of announcing this year's 10 finalists for the award. This award will be presented, drum roll, at canfitpro Global at the closing delegate reception, which is open to not only the registered delegates from our professional industry, but for the entire community because it is a trade show. People can purchase trade show tickets. If you go online now at canfitpro.com/trade show, $10 for 2 days. It is
Wow.
Saturday. I'm going to tell you the details on that. I want to jump right into this. So I would like you to introduce to us the names of our 10 finalists, Jen, and I give you the floor.
Yes, thank you so much, Mo, and congratulations to all of these finalists. Our finalists are Beth Yarzab, Erin Felon, Julie Black, Kathy McKinnon, Lisa Greenbaum, Lynn Skilton Hayes, Mariana Santos, Michelle Burns, Nikki Knock, Yvette Raposo.
Wow. Wow. Oh, it feels so good to hear those names. And I know we're going to make sure that everyone that was just announced will be tagged in this episode so that you can hear your recognition, share your recognition, and encourage your friends, family, and community to join you on Saturday at canfitpro Global in the trade show. Come for the day and stay for the reception. This reception is going to also feature not only the Sharon Mann Inspiration Award, but it's also going to announce and to honor the Volunteer of the Year, talking about community. Volunteers are at the heart of the CanFitPro global community. They are the ones that make the experiences in the trade show and in the professional side of the conference just really happen. And often you hear incredible stories about how volunteers just made the event by, as they do, helping you, showing you, leading you, and also serving your needs. So again, the Volunteer of the Year Award, followed by the Sharon Mann Inspiration Award. And then we're going to top it all off at the CanFitPro Global Trade Show on Saturday afternoon, starting at 3:30. A live performance by the one and only Julie Black. Julie Black is, did you know this, Jen?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Julie Black will be performing. She was on tour this
Yeah.
past year, earlier this year of 2025, and she is Canada's queen of music, culture, and social impact. She'll be doing a live performance with her band, helping us to celebrate each other and to close off our trade show. Again, Saturday afternoon. It's part of your ticket price. You can come out, join us from the top of the day to the end of the day, stay to cheer on these 10 incredible women. I would love you to be there. I want to hear big applause for all because it's most deserving. And again, for those who are interested in tickets, they're available now at canfitpro.com/trade show. We do hope to see you there. Before I close, Jen, would you like to just share a couple final words and then we'll close off?
I was just going to say what a celebration that will be. I can't wait to be surrounded by these empowering women and to celebrate them and their courage. It's an honor to be there. And I don't know how many sleeps it is, but the countdown is on.
The countdown is on. I don't want to know how many more sleeps, but it is just a few. And of course, you can always check out canfitpro.com/global. If you are in the fitness, health, and wellness industry, you are most welcome to register and earn CECs, CEUs, whatever continuing education your college or association needs. This is the most exciting way to learn and to move to the next level. So until next time, till we're joined again, I want to thank Jen Sawyer for being here. And I want to say, on behalf of Jen and I, keep moving, keep growing, and keep shining. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.